Andrew Tate, he's all over the news, sparking debates, and he's on everyone's radar. Whether you agree with him or not, Tate has become a symbol of internet influence, bringing together both intense fans and strong critics. Today, we'll look at Tate's story, controversies, and how he shaped online conversations. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to Finance in Focus for insights on finance, success, and trending figures like Andrew Tate. Let's get started. Tate has been everywhere lately, from short-form clips to mainstream news. But who is he really, and why has he become such a polarizing figure? Let's start from the beginning. Born in the US and later moving to the UK, Andrew Tate is not just a social media influencer, he's a former four-time kickboxing champion. His entry into fame came through the fight ring, but that wasn't enough for him. Tate began exploring business ventures and started sharing what he calls unfiltered life advice online, covering topics from personal finance to self-improvement and social dynamics. His blunt style and unapologetic views quickly caught attention, bringing both admiration and backlash. As Tate's popularity soared, so did the critiques. Many saw his approach as empowering, while others found it toxic. His online presence was marked by content around themes of masculinity, personal responsibility, and tough love. However, some statements sparked major controversies, especially comments on gender roles and relationships that some deemed as misogynistic or harmful. This growing tension between supporters and critics eventually led to his suspension from several social media platforms. The bans raised an even bigger question: should he be deplatformed, or was this censorship? Many of his supporters believe the bans were a result of Tate's challenging of mainstream narratives, while others argued it was necessary due to the potential negative influence. His story brings up an important discussion about freedom of speech online versus responsibility in influencing large audiences. But how does Tate see it? And more importantly, how has he adapted to these bans? Tate's controversies haven't only been online. He's faced significant legal challenges that have also affected his brand and reputation. Among these were accusations of misconduct and business-related legal issues in multiple countries. Although Tate has firmly denied all allegations, these accusations triggered extensive investigations and added to his already controversial public image. The ongoing nature of these cases is complex and has added layers to Tate's public image. Some view the legal scrutiny as proof that Tate is harmful, while others argue it's part of a larger system targeting individuals who go against societal norms. But with every update, his influence grows, whether people see him as a victim of an overreaching system or a figure to approach with caution. Let's break down how these cases have influenced his daily life, business ventures, and what the future may hold for him. Tate has had to reinvent his social media presence following bans from major platforms. The shift to alternative spaces like Rumble and Telegram has allowed him to retain an audience while bypassing stricter content moderation. Here, he still shares advice on wealth building and real talk on self-improvement. For Tate, this adaptation shows resilience, but it also means he's no longer reaching the general public in the same way. By moving to more niche platforms, Tate focuses on a loyal audience that values his unfiltered approach. He promotes products like his Hustlers University, a course aimed at helping young men build wealth and independence. But this shift also means Tate has to rely on more direct support from his fans rather than a broader social media base. Will his brand thrive in this new, more restricted environment, or is he at risk of limiting his influence? This adaptation is both a survival strategy and a fascinating look at how influencers pivot when facing adversity. For many young men, Tate's philosophy hits a chord, especially when he talks about self-reliance, resilience, and the importance of wealth building. His message emphasizes hard work, discipline, and often draws on what he sees as a need for stronger male role models. Tate's influence speaks to a generation that may feel lost amid changing societal expectations, finding purpose in his message of personal responsibility and strength. However, Tate's critics argue that while some of his advice on self-discipline is valuable, his rigid stance on gender roles and relationships can reinforce negative stereotypes. This brings up complex questions. Does his popularity reveal a void in male role models? Or is it a sign that young people are drawn to more traditional values in an uncertain world? Tate's influence on youth culture is undeniable, but the impact of his advice remains up for debate. Could it push some towards self-improvement, or risk promoting a narrow definition of masculinity? With his ongoing legal battles, changing social media landscape, and growing public scrutiny, Tate's future is uncertain. Yet, he continues to engage his audience, hinting at new ventures and maintaining his commitment to Hustlers University. Some believe he'll adapt further, potentially collaborating with other controversial or alternative voices online. Others think he'll eventually face a tipping point where the controversies overtake his influence. Whether he'll succeed long-term or become a cautionary tale is still up in the air. But one thing is for sure, Tate's impact on social media, youth culture, and modern masculinity has created lasting ripples. This story raises big questions about what we want from public figures, especially those who inspire millions. Will he find redemption, or will his legacy be defined by controversy? Only time will tell, and we'll be here to cover each chapter as it unfolds. Thanks for watching. Andrew Tate's journey is as fascinating as it is controversial, highlighting the ups and downs of internet fame. So, what's your take? Is Tate a motivational figure, a cautionary tale, or something in between? Drop a comment with your thoughts. And if you found this deep dive insightful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share with friends who'd enjoy the discussion. We'll see you in the next one.